Hello fellow humans, I want to dedicate this video to our planet and our life on it. What I basically want to do is show you a bigger picture, which is that we are all alive and we are all living on this perfect planet. Perfect distance from the sun, perfect amount of land and water, perfect amount of flora and fauna, and when I say perfect I mean seemingly perfect, because one can always argue. You see, people don't usually think about these things. The world around us just passes by. We are more focused on our lives, our homes, our friends, our neighbors, the way we look, the way we act, the way other people think of us, our toys, our entertainment. But most of the time, the things around us that are supposed to bring us joy and give our life purpose, like work or relationships, they cause stress and frustration. And what's mind-boggling is that a lot of people just go with it. They just accept it, this state of mild stress, until it becomes so unbearable that you have to deal with it. It might manifest in some sort of illness or other ill effect, and then, you know, we need to take expensive therapies or some such like that. So what I've found out is every once in a while, just taking a little step back and taking a look around at the bigger picture can give you a sense of clarity and can give you a sense of what's really important in life. So why don't all of us just take a little step back and see the bigger picture? And as I like to do, I'll start with cosmos. Cosmos is a big place, huge place, with countless stars, but even more planets. And hey, look, here's ours. And so far, this is what we got. If we mess this one up before we get a chance to make another one among the stars, then hey, that's it, game over, thank you for coming. But let's look at our home among the stars a bit closer. We have oceans of water, and then we have oceans of sand, and oceans of trees, and oceans of mountains. Beautiful beaches to relax on and forget our troubles. Endless deserts that make us feel so isolated. Titans that make us feel so small. Here is where we find amazing variety of life, from tiny to small to medium to big. Interesting and mysterious, beautiful and dangerous. And also friendly and heartwarming and homey. Our planet is teeming, filled to the brim, with countless species that call it home. We are not alone, but we can't forget nor ignore the powerful elements of nature that can make us their playthings and force us on our knees. The might of volcanoes and earthquakes and tsunamis and tornadoes and blizzards. I am in awe of it. Watch a couple of shows, Cosmos, Planet Earth, Life. Our planet is amazing, but it's only amazing because someone who can observe it says it's amazing, and that's us. So far, only we do that. And so, we also have oceans of cities. Here is where we, humans, live. There's over 7 billion of us. We are not alone. And so, from stars to caves to tents to tiny hovels to houses to villages to towns, all the way to the megacities that reach the heavens, we humans have made our homes. All thanks to years and years of engineering knowledge with a healthy amount of trial and error. I have no doubt that one day humankind will enjoy penthouse view from the stratosphere, or eat burgers on Mars, or some such. That of course if we don't wipe ourselves out at first. Fingers crossed. Now we have all these wonderful inventions that came from human mind, like planes, cars, roads, computers, barbecue grills, trampolines, TVs, escalators, watches, microwaves, jeans, lipsticks, sliced bread. The list is nearly endless, but I want you to just for a second realize of how much items has humankind created. Can you imagine the items that will exist in 100 or 200 years from now? Maybe a teleportation machine, or a pill that makes you younger, or laser swords that glow in the dark. And the correct term is a lightsaber, okay? There are also things that mankind has created which we cannot ignore. War. Millions die needlessly, and we justify it by giving reasons like economy, territory, civil, revenge, religion, where my God is better than yours. War never changes, eh? We have created things that can be used to hurt one another, torture, and kill one another. We have created weapons that could wipe us off the face of the earth 1,000 times over. But remember, the planet would survive, and in 500,000 years later, maybe some other species could try again. We invented cages which breed cruelty, slavery that we act upon our fellow men and animals, just to squeeze more and more profit out of someone by carving up the meat or oil or bloodstones or ivory. It is a world where the rich, who already have everything, need just a little bit more, and then all of it. And on the other side we have the powerless poor, who are too tired or uneducated to act, but only to react. We are killing the planet with our excessive needs and hunger which cannot be satisfied. There are diseases and viruses which could turn into an outbreak, which could be very deadly, but as a side effect they bring out the animals in us, creating chaos and panic and fear and hate and xenophobia and racism. And it's so easy for a brother to turn against a brother, or a sister against sister. This life is short. You are here only for the moment, and even that can be cut in half. We have this option of violence and destruction and pain, and yet we have this option of pleasure and laughter and love, and we have everything in between. We are more connected than ever before, sharing our knowledge and building on the ideas of our predecessors. How do you see the world? Is it a dark and dangerous place for you? Do you see enemies at every corner? Or you see hope and happiness? Or you're just like meh? So what's the point of it all? What is the point of a penthouse swimming pool, or How I Met Your Mother on Netflix, or Ben & Jerry's chocolate fudge brownie ice cream if no one is there to swim in it, or binge watch it, or devour the whole portion in one sitting because it's just like out of this world? What is the point of sunsets if there's no one there to see it, with a significant other holding hands and dreaming of the future together? What is the point of stars and planets, of things that existed before us, or things that would never existed if we hadn't created them? You give this universe a purpose. If you feel insignificant and small and irrelevant, remember that without you, the universe has no point. Hey, but what about bees and birds and aliens and stuff? Well, yeah, okay, life gives it purpose. But still, let's look our brothers and sisters a bit closer. Meet Dennis, a guy in New York. He works as a marketing manager in a large company. He enjoys watching History Channel on the weekend and a little gardening. He hates Monday mornings though. Meet Jessica. She lives in Milan and designs clothes. Her career is everything to her, so she has no time for hobbies or friends. She has a lot of followers on social media though. Meet Sunji, a Singapore native who wants to breathe new life to her father's restaurant, and if possible, find true love. She's afraid of flying in scary movies. Peter sold everything to spend his good years on what he loves, surfing. He dreams about living 1,000 years old and being able to breathe underwater. Tom is a dancer and a wannabe rapper, but he's getting better. We have Alejandro, Farah, Rajit, Ying, Bjorn, Dimitri, Aleshane, all unique, all wonderful. Well, I made up all these people, except for one, but I'm pretty sure that even the wildest forms of these people exist out there, and I'm glad that they do. Well, maybe except for the Vikings. We have so many different races, cultures, beliefs, languages, and ideas about life and death, and we all have the power to think and dream and create. We share this planet under the blanket of stars with over 7 billion people, like I said, who are all the same, but with just a bit of different flavor. We have all worries and dreams, and we feel love and fear, and we don't want to feel lonely, but sometimes we yearn to be alone. We are so blessed that we are not living in a time of war, but we are at the start of a new millennium where information flows freely and you can be anyone you want. A chef, an astronaut, a lawyer, a mechanic, a farmer, a writer, a magician, a teacher, a clown, an actor, a hero. Someone who decides fates of millions, or someone who cleans up after thousands. You can decide now or later, or never. It's all good. You can listen to music. Amazing music. You can read. The books. The wonderful human consciousness nicely articulated on a paper. Yeah, you can read about other people's lives and see through their eyes. You can be good or you can be bad. Tragedies are sad, but they force us to learn the fastest. By putting humans into extreme situations, we come up with amazing toys. Internet. I think one of our greatest inventions was created thanks to the fear of nuclear war that might have disrupted the telephone communication. Everything on this earth has its place. Everything matters. The good, the bad, the ugly and the beautiful. This world is weird, strange, confusing, and it's amazing. And only you can make sense of your world around you. But what matters most is you. I know that it was a lot of talking and a lot of obvious stuff. Let's be honest here, I did not discover a new continent for you. It's so basic stuff. But what I'm hoping is that you at least got a little bit of sense of how huge this world is. How many moving parts it has, how complex it is, how many players are on the game board. It might take 100 or even more lifetimes just to experience all of it. And I'm kinda sad that I don't have that time to explore all of it. And you are part of it. Your life essence in you is giving purpose to all the lifeless things around you. This life is a gift. You have won the lottery, my friend, of beating all the other millions of sperm cells just to be here. Celebrate, hip hip hooray, right? Now all the little things that you're focusing on that are giving you stress, maybe a project at work or maybe a bully at school, remember they're just all tiny little details in an intricate machine. And your life is full of opportunities that you can always change and mix out and choose other parts if you only choose to do so. And I will iterate this again. I will say it a million times. I will say it so much it will become a habit. I will say it to you, but to be honest, I'll say it to myself. Find the thing you're passionate about. Find the thing that makes you tick. Get clear on it. Find maybe that special someone to share your life with. It's so much more fun if you have people to share it with. Or not. I mean, it's your choice. But don't waste your life on purpose. And don't think you're ever stuck. You're not stuck. You're never stuck. So, fellow humans, I'm gonna have to say goodbye. But if you like this video and if you like this planet and animals in it, please consider giving me a little like. And hey, maybe subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.